What is going on, everybody? The Rose here. Welcome back to Less Than Serious. This is episode 111.
Dang.
As you can see on the screen today, we're going to talk about how you can get your hands on a Switch 2 on launch day. We're going to talk about the actor who is being potentially I actually spelled potential wrong on the thumbnail. I'm looking at it right now. The potential casting as Zelda in the upcoming Legend of Zelda movie, and why a lot of people on the internet hate it. R-Truth shockingly fired today from WWE. We'll also talk about Carlito as well, since he was also let go today. And now you can wash your body with dirty bathwater. Are you surprised? I'm not. And, any time remaining, we will talk about Disney suing YouTube. They have started a lawsuit against the Red brand. So, before we get started, we announce my co-host, as always, Casey is Raw. And
Hey,
MK Kratos. What's going on, guys? How's it going since we last hung out a week ago?
uh,
Yeah, I've been okay. You first.
last night freaking was a long night. It was a crazy night. I honestly didn't think Saturday is Raw was gonna be. I didn't think it was gonna be that long. I really went in there just winging it because I had a couple ideas, but it was just like I was kind of almost regretting because I hate not really having a set plan and having people right there. But it was a long show. I think it was, I don't remember how long, but it was, I think we got done like 2 o'clock. So it was easily about 4 hours ish. So
4 hours? Didn't we go longer than that last week? I mean, because of Saturday night's main event, I guess, yeah, because we didn't get off. We didn't get off last week until like 3:30 in the morning, and you started a little before 8. So yeah, last week you went almost 8 hours.
yeah. My special announcement is that I'm gonna have to retire from Less Than Serious. This is my last episode.
Yeah. If only you could have said that without breaking character right at the end.
What do you mean breaking character? I'm being for
You
real.
started giggling right at the end of you saying that.
No, I'm just bullshit. But no, pretty much that was it. I mean, last night was a long night, and actually the last few days have been pretty eventful over here. I had to stay home the last couple days. I mean, Thursday and Friday because they finally getting my AC unit replaced, and it took all day, both days, and I had to move stuff around, and then I had to pretty much dog sit Duke because if you would be freaking out in this crate. So I didn't want to miss time, but I knew if he would just be freaking out in this crate, especially how long the maintenance people were in here all day for 2 days.
Jesus, what did you have done?
Well, they had to take this unit completely out and like tear out some of the tube, the piping, I guess. And then by 4 o'clock, he was done for the day. His shift was ended, but it sucked because I was running through with a window unit and just fans. So now I have nice AC again.
Yeah, actually, my air conditioning actually just got fixed on Tuesday as well. It really hasn't worked well at all since last summer. and they finally fixed it on Tuesday. It took 5 hours for them to put the new HVAC system in.
I don't know. I don't know why it took forever. But I think another thing, there was a short in the wiring, so he had to take the paneling off the circuit breaker. So
Kratos, how have you been over the last week or so?
I've been okay. Just dealing with a couple things, and other than that, it's been good. I've had
So I've streamed Doom now twice, and yeah, that game is like fucking pretty much dead on arrival. Surprisingly, nobody's watching.
The a feminized Doom, personally, according to some people I've seen. The feminized version of Doom is very downgraded in terms of like
it's very
how they went about the game.
It's very bare bones, I can say that much, and the finishers are not nearly as violent as the last couple of games.
They're nowhere near compared to Doom 2016. I'm sorry.
The game is quite bare bones, but I am going to finish it. I'm not going to stream it to finish it, but I'm going to finish it and upload it.
I found out recently that Deborah Wilson is one of the characters in the game.
I didn't get too far. I'm only through the first 5 missions.
I'm just saying one of the. That's all I'm saying. She's one of the voice actors for one of the characters.
Okay. So we got some news. We got some news to go over tonight. Where do you guys want to start? You want to talk about the casting of Zelda for the movie and how the internet
is going to war over a transgender person playing Zelda?
All because they're claiming that she looks like Zelda, and the only reason they're using the same 2 or 3 photos for these articles and their freaking tweets and stuff is because it was a photo shoot that he had himself done up to look like Zelda. Other people have posted other pictures of him in other roles to compare and contrast, and yeah, you can clearly see that the photo shoot was obviously purposely meant to be that way. But we got that to talk about. We got the dirty bathwater fucking bath soap to talk about. We have where can you get your Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day if you didn't pre-order? R-Truth and Carlito fired from WWE. So where do you guys want to start?
Let's have some dirty bathwater.
Dirty bathwater?
I want to hear about this crap, too.
All right. Wash up with your dirty bathwater. Are you surprised? Bathwater has been sold before, and these simps were drinking it, and a couple of people reportedly got sick. Well, this water is not for attempting to drink. This dirty water soap is meant to clean your body.
That is horrible.
I for one would not buy this, and anyone who does, you're really stupid if you decide to, use dirty bath water to soap your body with.
If you're using someone's dirty bath water, I have so many mental institutions I can admit you into.
What's going on, Bam?
I know mental institutions you should be admitted into.
PSS says, "What's up, guys?" Bam says Casey bought bathwater. Now I will say this. I will say this. The bathwater is the soap is not entirely made out of bathwater, but it has bathwater in it. So again, why would you want to fucking bathe with that bullshit?
But I mean, she's not a bad looking woman, but I preferred the other one with that some bathwater. Those are Delphine.
Belle
I'd
Delphine,
rather have
yeah,
the
she's a fucking
rest after
she's a
bathwater.
slut, and I hope she fucking dies.
I
Oh,
think
Belle
she's hot.
Delphine?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Belle
think she's
Delphine.
hotter than this chick. But I think this chick's hot though
Belle
too.
Delphine definitely hotter. This woman, I don't even see being remotely attractive. But this is from CNN because I found this the most humorous headline. Sydney
I'm surprised
Sweeney.
CNN is still covering like pornographic shit at this point because they had like a entire time slot dedicated to what Riley Reid and one of her flicks on their Thanksgiving night broadcast a couple years ago.
Sydney Sweeney is selling soap infused with her actual bathwater, and we feel dirty just typing this. That is how your headline reads. Given Stefani sang about bathing in it, and now it's actually becoming a thing thanks to one euphoric actress. Actress in quotes. Sydney Sweeney is again partnering with soap brand Dr. Squatch to sell a limited edition line of bars of soap infused with her bathwater. So, like I said, the soap is not entirely her bathwater, but obviously it's going to have your basic soap ingredients, but still, why would you want to wash your body with something that's got dirty bathwater in it?
I'd rather wash myself with Dr. Squash soap that smells like fucking pine trees. At least I smell good.
Let me ask you something. Is this like a girl market where it's only good for like the girls selling their
Squatch
chat?
No,
Deep?
the soap market for like dudes.
she's making this soap specifically for men to simp over her and buy it.
But I'm just saying, is there a market that I could sell my bathwater to people?
No, there isn't.
No.
Not for us.
Well,
Not for a man.
I mean, obviously for the women side.
You'd be on the list by the time they realize who you are.
I,
You'd be put on a list.
According to a series of Instagram posts from the Euphoria star on Thursday, Sydney's bathwater bliss is what she's calling the soap. Soap bars can be yours next month, so meaning in June, because this article came out Thursday, May 29th.
Oh, Christ.
The product push comes after Sweeney's now viral ad for Dr. Squatch's natural body wash last October, which featured her in a bubble bath addressing dirty little boys. Yeah, I bet you like dirty little boys, don't you? You kept asking about my bathwater after the Dr. Squatch ad, so we kept it. Thursday's post on Sweeney's and Dr. Squatch's Instagram page read, "Introducing Sydney's Bathwater Bliss, a very real, very limited edition soap made with my actual bathwater." You're fucking disgusting. Another post rightfully asked why this new medium grit soap is being brought into existence, and then answered, "Because y'all wouldn't stop asking, and Sydney said, let's do it." The brand is even doing a giveaway promotion with 100 winners getting the soap for free, but stipulated that those interested must be over 18 years of age.
why?
The promo.
Why you act? Did you really just act? Why?
Yeah.
Why do you have
Because it's a fucking porn star selling soap. That's why.
I didn't think he was a porn star.
Yes. Why do you think I said actress in quotes? She's not a real actress.
Okay.
The promo mentioned that the soap is a perfect combination of the two best places on the planet: the outdoors and Sydney Sweeney's bathtub. She's not even that attractive. Calm down. Experience the ultimate blend of outdoor serenity with refreshing notes of pine, Douglas fir, earthy moss, and a touch of Sydney's very own bathwater. Again, why would you want to wash yourself with somebody's bathwater?
Watch, there'll be some idiot.
What if she
who
peed
will-
in that fucking water? You don't know if she peed in that water and you're washing your body with it. Although some people, I'm sure, would fucking... The piss fetish people would be all over that.
Do you pee in bathwater still?
I don't take a bath, so no, I don't. But if I have to pee bad enough and I'm in the shower, because it'll go right down the drain, yeah, I'll fucking trickle in the shower if I have to.
I remember
The fucking tub's only going to get clean anyway with all the soap that runs down the damn drain. Sydney's Bathwater Bliss will be available for purchase at drsquatch.com on June 6th. The price for some good, clean fun and bliss in a bar, a budget-friendly $8. Plus shipping. So you're going to pay about $15 for a bar of soap after shipping and tax.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? Watch. I was going to say this. Watch. There'll be some idiot because he's such a big simp. He's going to eat the bar of soap. They're like, oh, they're not going to drink it because you can't drink this. Like, some idiot's going to eat it this time, you know?
Why does she just call it Sydney's freaking snatch bar? There you go.
I'll encourage simps to actually lick the soap bar. That doesn't help.
Oh, I'm sure they will. Then they think they could be tasting her body at the same time.
Christ.
Casey bought Delphine's bathwater. He probably did.
No, but I mean, if I would have been hers.
Casey's going to buy Super Mario bathwater before Sydney's. All right, shut the fuck up. I don't have my pills. I can't take them right now anyway.
That's just disgusting, though. Like, I mean, I don't care. I don't care how hot the chick is. I'm not gonna like, oh, I'm gonna buy their bathwater.
Frederico
Like,
Garza, what's going on, mate?
That's just disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I put Kratos on the thumbnail now, and when people say hi, they still leave him out.
Fantastic.
Casey
I've
put
been
the
on
phone.
thumbnails for how many months now, and people still forget to mention me.
I think you've been on the thumbnail. Oh, now he said hi. Yeah, he said hi now. There you go. Casey, put the phone down. Don't do it. Well, he can't order the soap right now anyway. He'd have to wait until Friday.
No, thank you. I mean, even though I think she's hot.
I don't.
No, I'm not buying a bar soap with her bathwater. I'm like, that's disgusting. And hold on, how do we know her actual bathwater's in there? It could be all bullshit.
What I don't understand is, if you're a soap company, why would you want to even have an affiliation with making soap out of somebody's dirty water that their freaking dirty asshole has been in?
I like to see proof. Like, all right, this is the product. I'm like, we're getting her bathwater. Like, she goes to the plant. She dips into the pot that makes the soap. So, and then that's how they get the bathwater, like in the soap already. I'm like, I'd call bullshit. There's gonna be actual bathwater in there.
No, I think it will be. I mean, you got this freaking porn star who's apparently popular as hell to the point where, after she did this soap commercial last year, people were begging her for her bathwater because she was in a bubble bath. So apparently people wanted her fucking bathwater. I mean, I'm not fucking surprised one bit.
Like I said, I still think there'll be zero bathwater in it.
I don't.
I think,
I don't.
I think, I think they'll just say, "Hey, just slap your name on this, and we're gonna say there's bathwater in it." You know?
I don't.
That,
I believe wholeheartedly that there's bathwater in that soap. And I believe it wholeheartedly because Belle Delphine was the first person I'm aware of whoever sold their fucking bathwater to a bunch of simps who will never ever get to look at her in person.
or not only that, not even have a chance to be with her either. You know? Like, I mean, that's just it's just disgusting.
What are your thoughts on this, Kratos? This is I don't like it.
I stopped caring after I found out she was a porn star at this point. I stopped caring and listening. As soon as you mentioned she was a porn star, it's like that's why they're making Bathwater, because she's a fucking adult film star that only a niche audience cares about.
You know, I saw a comment on Twitter about this the other day when I saw this. Here we go. So this person, Tiffany Fong tweeted, "Boys, are you buying this?" I don't know who Tiffany Fong is. I think she has an OnlyFans, I think. So this person, Armed Eagle on Twitter, responded, "Who's trying to buy my used bathwater? I'm a man with a hairy butt crack. Any takers? I'll call it Dingleberry Bliss." Oh, shit.
And is there anyone that, like, yes, I will actually buy that? Like, is there any comment with on there?
I mean, a bunch of jokes, yeah. Nothing fucking real.
It's stupid.
Yeah, I would say so. So, next up on the docket, because we have a lot to say, at least I would think we would have a lot to say about this Hunter Chafer shit. Why don't we get this one out of the way? Now, I have tweets up about it. From here. This is the first one I saw yesterday from Screen Time. Hunter Chafer reportedly being eyed to play Princess Zelda in live-action Legend of Zelda movie. Via Daniel RPK. I don't know who that is. Here's the article right here. That's from Dexerto, so whatever. Forgotten Euphoria scene proves Hunter Chafer is perfect for Legend of Zelda movie. And again, people are saying this because of the photo shoot. Hunter Chafer couldn't be more perfect for the role of Princess Zelda in the upcoming Legend of Zelda live-action movie. And this Euphoria scene from a lesser-known episode proves it. We're not going to watch that. With the release date of March 26, 2027, there's still a ways to go before we see the Zelda movie in theaters, but there's been plenty of speculation about who will join the cast ever since the video game adaptation was first announced back in 2023. One name that has been raised time and time again is Hunter Chafer, with her elven looks and ethereal presence making the actress an ideal candidate for the role. The Euphoria star even responded to the fan casting in 2023, saying she used to play Legend of Zelda when she was growing up. Now, Hollywood scooper Daniel RPK has revealed that Schafer really is in talks to play Princess Zelda, and if you weren't already convinced, check out the unexpected Euphoria scene. We're not going to watch that.
I'm telling you right now, this Legend of Zelda movie, Link better not be able to talk because of all the games, minus this Philip CDI, he never says a freaking word. It's always in like in captions. Like you don't hear him in Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom.
Well, Mario really never spoke either, outside of a few one-liners, words here and there, like "Mamma Mia" or whatever he would say in Mario Kart, Mario Party, and obviously he talked in his movie. So
yeah, but be curious to see what their version of Link would talk.
well, of course, it's a movie. Of course, they're going to have the main character talk.
Knowing Hollywood, they'll probably make Link black just to piss off the fans.
Oh, they're already pissing the fans off with this casting, if this is actually happening. First of all, here is a side-by-side comparison of Zelda. I don't know what game this one is from. Maybe Breath of the Wild, possibly.
That's Breath of the Wild, I believe.
And Hunter in her, or I should say his, Zelda best look. People are saying, yes, please. People are saying anyone who doesn't support this is transphobic, bigot, and racist. Here we go, of course. If you don't support...
And y'all shut the fuck up about the Trans Pride Month BS for a fucking casting.
Oh, this started yesterday. This started a day early. They couldn't wait until today. No. They had to start early with this shit. If you don't support her in this role, you are simply transphobic. Let's see. If y'all remember, Zelda was a cross-dresser in Ocarina of Time. This is not true. For the entire second half of the story, also, Hunter Chafer is fucking hot. Who cares if she has a dick? There weren't any women available to play the role.
Care that she has a dick.
Gender swapping Zelda now? Nothing is sacred anymore. Shake my head.
Well, how long? In Breath of the Wild, Link dresses up as a woman. You have to have him dress up to get into the desert area because they wouldn't allow any men go into their fortress.
Hire a real woman, not a guy with tits. Stop this woke bullshit, man. Sorry, Zelda isn't a man. If this casting is true, that's an astronomical L by Nintendo.
Well, hold on. Nintendo is not making this game, though. I mean, this movie.
No, but they have a hand in the production. I'm sure they could step in and say we don't approve of this, and they'll have to do something else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how do you pronounce that F word? As I want to cook this. How do you pronounce that? Taking a woman's place?
That's a dude. Zelda is supposed to be a girl. Are we making Link gay now?
So, if you don't support this, you're transphobic. You know, God forbid you actually want like an actual woman to play Zelda, you know?
Well, 100% boycott the movie if they do that. This is like a white person playing a black character, except now it's gender. A man playing a female character. Trans need to stop taking opportunities away from real women. This person makes a point. All these people over the years, recent years, were bitching and crying every time a fucking movie role got whitewashed. When a white person would take a black actor's role, an Asian actor's role, or whatever. Now a man is potentially going to take a woman's role, and people are fine with it.
Well, obviously not everyone, but...
Well, the people that are supporting it are fine with it, but I'm saying the people supporting this are the same crowd that bitch and cry when a white person takes the role of a minority. You can't have it both ways, guys. You can't.
I mean, there are some points that like it was actually a good change. Like when Nick Fury was originally not a black guy, he was white. But Samuel L. Jackson is an awesome Nick Fury. Like, so I think everyone was okay when they changed it to him because I mean it's Samuel L. Jackson. But like you can't that's not you cannot do that for every movie. But like I don't know, it's a touchy subject.
Hunter Chafer. Let's see if I can find any other tweets about this.
Let me ask you something. Let's say this movie does gangbusters as it is, you know. What movie, which next Nintendo property you think will get a movie treatment?
They might do a multiverse thing with Smash Bros. Maybe. Ignore the transphobes. Hunter Chafer is Princess Zelda. She was born for the role. She is perfect. Says Eric, Dave PBS.
Oh, because they did plastic surgery. Look at her. Like, that does not look like a dude. Obviously, they did surgery to make
this
her.
picture. This picture right here was like the #1 picture they're using. This one right here.
Well, I mean, yeah, like yeah, she does look like Zelda right there.
But
like
this was a photo shoot where the makeup and the hair and everything, like he was clearly done up to look like Zelda for this photo shoot. Because if you look here, this is also Hunter Chafer. The person being potentially cast as Zelda.
I'm pretty sure that's a painting.
It's the same person. It looks like a painting. Here, this is another picture. That's Hunter too, right there.
Dude, God.
Yeah. You see how much wonders that fucking makeup and preparation does to a person.
Yeah.
And this right here. Oh shit! Now I gotta go back. And the picture I just showed is the reason why, with these Zelda posts and Hunter Chafer Zelda posts, these 3 pictures that you can see right here are the only ones being associated with the articles. Gee, I wonder why. Hunter Chafer is the perfect person to play Zelda, and the only people who are against the idea are transphobes. There's another side-by-side of Schafer and Zelda. Comments on this post. All the transphobes in the comments thinking they're making valid arguments when they're actually just proving my point. Why would a man be casted for a woman's role? Am I the only one who doesn't see Zelda? I look at Hunter and I see Galadriel. Apparently, Hunter Chafer has a mental illness where he believes he's a woman as well.
Don't play that fucking card.
No, I saw somebody say that. Didn't know Zelda had a dick. Wrapping bacon around broccoli doesn't make it a steak. If you really cared about women and equal rights, you would allow women to fill the roles meant for women. Why do you support men taking jobs away from women? Doesn't seem very empowering to me.
I agree. That's 100% correct.
this person goes, "You are correct. I am transphobic, and now what? I don't care. Trans people are mentally ill and should seek therapy." Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Is that Tex? I'm pretty sure that's Tex.
Tex would say those things. Guess I'd rather be a transphobe then. My brain is fine. It can tell the difference. Guess I'll stick with the Zelda games then.
The only reason I was bringing up, I think the next big one it could be Metroid. Think about that. Met- and you could have like it could look manly, but also it's Samus in there. You know, it's woman.
Let's see. Let's look at this post. Look at the comments here. People saying they wouldn't want to see this because she's trans will be the sole reason we get Gal Gadot as Zelda. So y'all need to shut the fuck up. Hunter only looks like Zelda. Looks like TW Zelda.
That's supposed to be Twilight.
I don't know. Oh, Breath of the Wild. TW the Wild Zelda.
Yeah.
I need to see her play both because she is literally her, and also because I need to see those transphobic incels mad. Zelda is a woman, but he's literally a man who doesn't hold any real sense of what it is to be a woman, or what real femininity looks like. We should stop promoting men to take up the places where only women should be.
So is she transphobic then, apparently?
Zelda is the chick. The main character's name is Link. He'd make a good Link, but Zelda is the woman character. Should be played by a woman. Nintendo, unlike Disney, is smart and won't alienate their audience by casting a biological man as Zelda.
Nintendo's been kind of fucking up lately, and I'm a Nintendo guy too.
That's a dude. Y'all get mad that if they whitewash roles, this is what I said. Whitewash roles, but it's okay for men to take a woman's role. Does anybody else remember when women weren't allowed to act and men dress up as really ugly caricatures of women in theatrical performances? How to bomb a film before release. This was coming all the way back from last month, but this started making waves the other day again. Apparently, yeah. These started coming out a while ago. Let's go to latest. This is what I want to look at. Latest. Here we go. I was looking at this the other day. Who should be cast as Princess Zelda? A biological man or a biological woman? Give Link titties worth fighting for. Oh, man. I hope this is just tabloid clickbait crap. It would destroy 40 years of work in good faith and alienate 4 decades worth of fans. Only loud, woke, progressive want this.
Yes.
Hollywood's inability to select the right cast is baffling. Just off the top of my head, here are 4 actresses that could play the role of Zelda. Anya Taylor-Joy, Saoirse Ronan, Sophie Turner, and Ellie Fanning. And here's pictures of all 4 of those women.
Ellie Fanning, Dakota Fanning's younger sister? No.
I think the one in the top left, probably.
Neither. The first guy kind of looks like young Link. I'd give him the benefit of the doubt on that. For Princess Zelda, I'd like a more innocent actress, not Sweeney. Oh no. It's time Link had a buxom Zelda to come home to.
Hell yes.
No one live actions need to stop. They're garbage. I mean, live action video game movies have known to be mostly terrible. So who's to say this doesn't bomb?
Is it only just recently some of the movies with video games is actually doing good?
Right, but they're not all 100% live action.
No, I mean, and honestly, I'm glad where they went with the movie where it wasn't live action. Oh, I'm talking about the new Mario movie. I mean, we've seen I've seen the original Mario movie. It's not great. I mean, definitely held back any Nintendo movies for decades after that.
This person says, "Can y'all end this Hunter Chafer Zelda shit by next week? Thank you." Oh man. First of all, Hunter Chafer is a woman. No. Secondly, I'd
No.
rather have Hunter. She looks like the closest thing to a literal real life version of the Hylian elf and would be the perfect fit for Zelda.
Piss off.
See, I don't hate trans people. But the way I see it is if you're born with a dick and you're given a boy's name, then I'm sorry, you're a fucking boy. That's just the way I see it.
Yep.
There's no such thing as coincidence.
This you ready for another 9/11?
Who the hell's yeah, we're just gonna ignore that. Hunter Chafer and I should be the ones competing for Zelda live action movie, don't you think? Another fucking male throwing his hat in the ring. Okay. That was a joke, obviously.
Uh-oh. Hold on. I think we missed a picture that we need to. You scroll back. Let's go past one with the pictures.
I don't know if I want to scroll upwards. No. A lot of these are in Spanish. A lot of Spanish. Can't read that stuff. Spanish. Hunter Chafer should play Princess Zelda in the movie. She should also play Emma Frost in the MCU. Yeah, why don't you just give this guy all the fucking woman roles? Okay.
Fight me on the Emma Frost bullshit.
I mean, yes.
I'd rather watch Marilyn Manson suck his own dick on live television than fucking watch Hunter Chafer play Emma Frost.
I'm not gonna lie, with the pictures they show of Hunter, yeah, he did look like her.
But again, because he was done up to look that way for the photo shoot.
I mean, you could put a pound of makeup on anyone and look close, you know?
You can put a pound of makeup on a monkey, it's still a fucking monkey.
The only way Hollywood could possibly get me in to watch a live action Zelda movie would be to cast Hunter Chafer, I fear. Well, that's a girl saying that, so. Hunter Chafer, it's another Spanish quote, Spanish. I didn't really know. More Spanish. One thing that the Zelda casting talk has brought upon is reminding me once again how beautiful Hunter Chafer is. Hunter Chafer is the best casting choice for Zelda. 1, looks like her. 2, most people confuse them for a boy. Nobody confuses Zelda for a boy, okay?
Well, they confuse Zelda as Link, you know? Like, because they're like, oh, it's the Legend of Zelda, but you play as Link, you know? Like, every Zelda game, you play as Link, minus the recent one with, and one Philips CDI, or actually 2 of the Philips CDI games. But, 99% of the time, you're playing as Link. But they're like, oh, Zelda? But you're playing as a male character. So they're like, oh, he must be Zelda.
I'm convinced that if Hunter Chafer is chosen to play Zelda, the world will heal. I don't know about that.
honestly, there's probably way better cosplayers that look like Zelda than she would.
Hunter Chafer. There's all these fucking Spanish people. Wish I can get rid of the Spanish.
That sounds horrible.
Well, I mean, just so I don't have to sift through Spanish comments.
I want to get rid of the Spanish. Well,
Why are people mad about Hunter Chafer as Zelda? She's drop dead gorgeous and the spitting image of her.
do I sound bad? Russian True says that I sound like I'm in a tin can.
Sounds fine to me. What's going on,
Right.
Rue? Just so you know, Rue, we had to move the show to Discord, so we have to figure out how we're going to add people into the show. What's going on, Zucky Jucky? Is that how you pronounce your name?
Oh, is that Booker T?
What's going on, Steve?
I'm not touching out.
TSS says I would just make it a joke where every single time Link tries to talk, something happens and he never got a word in.
I still think when you're playing like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, you'll hear everyone else talking, but you'll never hear Link. So I'm thinking that they are just crazy and they're hearing things, hearing voices.
Oh, the anime ban! I totally forgot about that. Fucking hell. Oh my god, the anime ban. You're right, Jucky. Totally forgot about wanting to talk about that. That was a major story that came out the other day. Oh my god, we're probably gonna have to cover that on another. Maybe do another show next week and talk about that because that was huge. Is Casey in Bathwater? He sounds like a tin can. Yep. I'm trying to find the comment I saw yesterday where people were just really at each other's throats over this. I saw a retweet. Somebody, a retweet of somebody's comment, and I don't remember who said the quote tweet, but I can't find it. And yeah, people were just like wanting to kill each other in that freaking comment section. And I've never seen a fan base so divided over a possible casting choice. I really haven't. I'm surprised people are mad at Hunter Chafer being Zelda, especially when it's been demanded that the actor or actress look like the character they portray. Let me see. I'm going to go back to the original post that I bookmarked and see if I could find it there. Back to the bookmark, please. And this one. Comment I'm talking about that got retweeted was this one. For everyone good enough to reply to my comment. Oh, shit. That's transgender theory thing now. Damn, there weren't any elves around to play the role of an elf? This is discrimination.
There you go. That is a good point.
Progressives don't believe in opportunities for women anymore, I guess.
I mean, I'm sorry. It's really hard to trans people to have be accepted in a role like that. Like, they're gonna have to fight a uphill battle, and oh my god, the Prime Minister of Canada in blackface.
I say let them release this film with this actor. I say let all future films that want to support the trans ideology be released as such. These companies need to learn they will go under if they continue to appeal to that crowd. I really hate to be that guy to point this out, but classical theater was a male-dominated industry. Your classic Shakespeare and Greek Roman plays and shows were all done with males playing every character, to include the female roles. We are just going back to our roots.
It's hard. I mean, I don't want a trans woman being playing Zelda. It just it's one of those rogue things like you hear about Disney all the time now. I mean, I watched the recent Captain America movie. I didn't think it was that horrible, but they said that's rogue. Like pretty much, they're saying any Marvel movie after Endgame has pretty much been rogue. You know.
This person said you would really call this woman a man? Of course, a woman would say that. Let's see the comments on here. This person says that's a man. Transphobes be like, what a glorious tree, while looking at a fucking table. Genuinely so stupid that one would need to train to achieve this level of brain mushiness. Yes, because obviously a man doesn't become a woman just by looking like a woman. Yeah, it looks like a man. See, that's the other picture of Hunter I showed before. That is definitely a man.
Yeah. Honestly, also too, like there's obviously surgery because, I mean, yeah, people can have pointed jawline, but I think there's got to be a surgery. But then you got to remember we've seen it without without makeup or very little makeup.
The problem I have with this is that all these woke idiots are just fucking blindly following like sheep and allow themselves to be brainwashed and will just accept every fucking thing that that this fucking woke movement wants you to fucking believe. It's like these people don't have a mind of their own. It's like, oh, they're being told what to like and they just go ahead and fucking follow.
Yes, I agree. I agree 100%.
Let's see. I made a couple of comments on these posts as well. Where did I find them? I like how they put my tweets in with the replies. When I click on replies, I should only see my replies. Okay, so I said, okay, so I said, well, that was the storyline for... Okay, yeah, so this is going backwards. Honestly, never understood why they don't just go the animated route like they did with Mario. That seemed to work well and is getting a sequel. I don't know why they want live action again. Most live action video game movies are pretty bad. And then I had a conversation with this Captain Blackass person. Oh yeah, because that person made a comment and I was commenting with him. Let's see. This live action movie featuring a major Nintendo IP bombed in the 90s took nearly 30 years for Nintendo to allow a movie of any kind with the same IP in history. Is history doomed to repeat itself here? It's not looking good with this choice, it seems.
I agree. So I said earlier, like it took, like I said, it took forever for them with their first IP to be a movie, and it bombed.
Like I said,
until then. I can't
find the tweet where people were like really at each other's throats that I seen yesterday. I can't find that one to save my life. But yeah, so let me get you guys' thoughts on this. Now that I've read a lot of comments and people going back and forth where they're either accepting this because of course they are, and people that are hating it and don't like the choice. Do you guys think there should be a better casting for this? I mean, Hunter's not finalized. Hopefully he's not going to get the role in the end. What do you guys think about this? Should a woman actually play the character, or do you guys think that just because the person can look like the character and act like the character, then that's good enough, and gender doesn't matter?
I'd rather a woman play, and I'd rather not watch Marilyn Manson suck his own dick on live television.
Oh God! I'd rather at least have the women have the first try to be Zelda than a transsexual doing it.
I am thinking about opening up a bit of making an LTS Discord server so that we can open up calls to other people after a while. But right now we're just getting comfortable using Discord for the show. This is only the second episode using Discord for the show ever since Microsoft decided to yeet Skype for Microsoft Teams.
I think that is something stupid. Like, people were still using Skype. Like, why yank it, you know?
Aru goes, I heard Casey is broke, so he can't go woke.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty much true.
So, Kratos, what do you think of this nonsense? This whole potential casting thing?
I think what I said still stands. I'd rather have a woman play the character.
And so would I.
And if anyone wants to take me out of context, actually do look up what Marilyn Manson did in order to try to attempt to suck his own dick. He had one of his ribs surgically removed to do that. To attempt that. I'd rather see him actually do it live on television.
And like I said, I don't have a problem with naturally born trans people. I don't have a problem with naturally born trans people. If you decide to gender bend yourself in the future, that's a different story. I never will support that at all. I don't give a fuck who you are. But if you're born naturally trans and you are who you are, wonderful. Doesn't mean that as a biological man, you deserve a woman's role. And like I said, this is the same group of people who bitch and cry when a black actor doesn't get a black person's role or an Asian actor doesn't get an Asian person's role and is filled by a white person. The movie industry kind of started dialing that back, which is good. But now they want to seem sexist with this. You can't have it both ways. You fucking can't.
I remember seeing a AI-generated poster of an MLK Netflix movie. That, mind you, is AI-generated. But they had Tom Hanks playing the role of Martin Luther King, and everyone took it for real.
Was he still white, or was he blackface?
Wasn't even blackface. He just had like a lot of tan makeup on. But they called him MLK in the fucking AI poster. You're supposed to be playing Martin Luther King poster.
That's the hard thing too. Nowadays you have AI, so you hear about the gaming industry is heading toward using AI to help make some of the games. So, I mean, they could do the exact same thing with the Link movie, Like, you could get the character the way you want it, and from AI, you don't have to have a bunch of artists making what the Zelda or Link is going to look like. Like, everything is heading towards AI is going to make a bunch of stuff. Like, you're already seeing it where it's making videos, music. It's making a ton of other things. Like, nowadays you can't, like, you have to question videos of, like,
You have to
if it,
question damn near everything these days. Art, you know,
yeah,
it's getting
like,
harder and harder to tell the difference between real art and AI.
yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I could not afford to have someone make a music for my channel. So yes, I use AI for my theme songs for a bunch of my videos and for the channel. Because like I wish I had the money to get like a band to do it, but I can't do that. It's cheaper to
Mhm.
just go AI.
So here we have the shocking firing of R-Truth from WWE today. He posted this at 11:12 a.m. This was actually exactly 2 hours to the minute before I woke up that this tweet came out today. R-Truth, Ron Killings. I'm sorry to inform you all, I just got released from WWE. I want to thank WWE for the ride, but mostly I want to thank each and every one of you who was along for the ride. Thanks for all the love and support and appreciation you have given me over the years. Thank you. Pat McAfee retweeted or got retweeted by R-Truth. He says, "I love Ron Killings. It's guaranteed joy when he's a part of a segment. He's also my dad's favorite WWE superstar of all time. The McAfees are bummed, uh, are bummed. AHT. I don't know what that means, but
I,
we all know R-Truth will continue to bless the world with his big ass brain."
and pretty much, I think someone called him the ageless wonder because he's 53, and you wouldn't even think he probably is 40 something years old, you know. But
Mhm.
it sucks because he like there was more potential between our Truth and John Cena, but they after I mean, what I heard Saturday night's main event wasn't his last match, but it was shocking, especially like he was one of those
He just had a
highlighted.
fucking match with John Cena last week on Saturday night's main event.
So it's I'm sure you probably knew up soon. Like I heard, it's not really a release. They're not renewing him like they did with Carlito. Like Carlito has 2 more weeks before his deal's done,
Yeah.
so they're pretty much just fulfilling the contract. They're just not renewing them.
R-Truth, WrestleOps tweeted, R-Truth's departure has been met with complete shock and disbelief, with one top talent calling it total nonsense and another calling this regime ruthless. Well, the thing is, WWE, I think they just straight out fired R-Truth because he took WWE and everything off his name or out of his bio and everything. Um, Jimmy Uso said no fucking yeet to R-Truth's departure. R-Truth's departure has been met with complete shock and awe. I just read that.
Yeah,
Another talent noted that R-Truth's departure made them want to make sure their next contract with the company was negotiated and locked in well in advance.
the whole thing between our Truth and him thinking part of Judgment Day was right. It was freaking awesome.
R-Truth was amazing in itself, and just as a character, he was amazing. Remember when he was punished? Remember when he was punished by Vince McMahon and given that little Jimmy gimmick? And
Yeah,
he did that as a punishment. R-Truth got over with that shit. And he was funny. It was good.
remember how many times that he fought. I think didn't he fight the Royal Rumble? Was it like a tag team match or something? He was waiting to get tagged in, or something like
He
that.
brought a ladder in thinking it was Money in the Bank.
Oh yeah,
Chucky, I don't know what Death Stranding tour is, to be quite honest with you.
it sucks, but yeah, one of my favorite things, like I said, when he fought was part of Judgment Day, and it was like a week after, I guess, WrestleMania. It was the Monday night after WrestleMania 39, where he had all the Judgment Day people with their championships, and then he had R-Truth who just won the Raw Championship, and he can't. You had the he just snuck himself right in the middle, posing with his Raw Tag Team belt. It was funny as fuck. So,
I mean, I don't know what R-Truth is going to do now, if he's going to stay in wrestling or just enjoy his life. But he could go back to TNA.
That's what I was thinking.
He could, if he does go to TNA, he could still have a working relationship here and there with WWE.
Yeah.
Or he can just choose to say, fuck you guys, and go to AEW.
Honestly, AEW has the same problem like WWE has, where you only have so much time to put so many people on these shows.
AEW needs to get rid of like half the people they have. Like all of the talent that like all of their jobbers that are like on TV 1 week and then you don't see them for 6 months. Just get rid of those people. All these random fucking names you see on AEW once every few weeks, and they're never the same people. Get rid of them.
But it's like,
I mean, Abaddon's leaving AEW.
Yeah, I know. So is Mariah May.
As I was hearing, Bill had been on the show for a while. I'm like, she shows up and then she's gone. I'm like, she was a big deal of part of the NWA, and she shows up and she's gone. Like, and here's the thing: Tony gets word that they're thinking when they're getting close to in their contract that they're going to WWE. They're like, oh fuck them, we're gonna bench them. Like, why give them some TV time? Just let them ride their contract out. Like, so like Nick Khan says, oh, we don't do that here in WWE. Bullshit. They have several people that has been sitting on the bench. Like, honestly, it's just both companies have that problem. Like, they have people on the bench. They like like what they did with Carlito. When Carlito came in, he was part of the LTS, and then he switched over being a heel and joins Judgment Day. You hardly ever see him in the match. He's always in the clubhouse, really.
Yep.
And like, you don't see him do anything. So honestly, this was just an easy run for Carlito getting money. So like, they really didn't have much for him to do. Like, he had a good 2-year run that he got away with doing very little work. And now they're like, oh, your contract's about to come up. We really don't have much for you. Judgment Day is pretty much heading towards the trash heap. Like, so let's get rid of Carlito. So, and even, like I said, though, they has that same problem. Like, but AEW, like I brought this up yesterday on Saturday as Raw, is that I hate when they have multi-man matches where they'll have 3-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-on-5, and like the match means nothing. It's just a way to get people on the show. So I'm just saying this problem is in both companies. So,
And so we have R-Truth, not the only one departing WWE. We have Carlito as well, leaving the company. Now, I talked to Kratos a little bit in DMs before we started the show. I said I honestly could have seen this happening much sooner, and I'm kind of surprised it didn't.
exactly.
But so he made a joke tweet that reads, "My contract is up in 2 weeks." Now, this is the only part, like the real part, and the end of it that's real. My contract is up in 2 weeks. It will not be renewed. On top of that, this is where the joke comes in. WWE is demanding I pay back the money they paid me for apparently stealing money from the company. I've had my lawyers look into it, and after reviewing my footage on Netflix for the past months, they suggested I pay them back. All jokes aside, gracias WWE and especially the WWE Universe. I have no idea what these Spanish words mean. I know mucho is much. I guess it means maybe. I know gracias is thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know what Los Guerrero is. P.S. I'll reappear again in another 13 years. Dios me los bendiga. I have no idea what that means either. Anyone who speaks Spanish know these words. Feel free to comment.
Well, here's the thing. He's already working with his dad's company again. He's already won the WWC World Championship. So he's already doing work over there. So obviously he's heading back to Puerto Rico.
The World Wrestling Council still exists.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they still haven't gotten under because of Brody Lee. Bruiser Brody. Shit.
Neutral Warrior says, your segment comments are perfectly timed every time. Gonna miss you, brother. I might be done with Triple H's WWE if he isn't fighting to keep comedic relief characters in the company. Hoping this is TNA or AEW calls you up. Brent Hood said, time to boycott WWE. They don't give a fuck about the fans or the talent.
Exactly.
Truth and Carlito. Trip can suck me from the back. Jesus. The thing is, though, it's not Triple H's call to fire these people, is it?
It might have been a TKO call. We don't know. Sure.
I'm sure it's either TKO or Nick Khan's going to Triple H. It's like we still got to cut some.
The thing is, though, like Triple H gets all the backlash for everything that TKO decides to do with the company. Oh, he's only the booker. He only runs the show. He's not.
Well,
I'm sure he has his say in who should be fired and who should be, who should be hired and fired, and who, obviously he's the one in control of who gets a push and who doesn't. But he's not in control of what networks the company, freaking runs on, like Netflix and USA, God forbid, hopefully never Disney in the future. He's not, I don't think he's in total control. I'm sure he has say, but I don't think he's in total control of who gets fired and who gets hired.
No, like I said, he's not even on the board of directors.
It's like every bad decision this company has been making, Triple H is getting blamed for. Triple H is catching the backlash for WWE pulling WrestleMania out of fucking New Orleans, and saying that bringing WrestleMania to Vegas on a regular basis because top company CEOs live in Vegas and whatnot. Like that's not Triple H's call. That's more on The Rock and Nick Khan, if anything. But Triple H is catching a lot of the heat for this shit. It's not fair to him. Not entirely.
I'm sure, like I was trying to say before, that either TKO or Nick Khan says, "Hey, we need to cut some more dead weight." So,
But our
and they
truth
go
isn't
to
dead weight.
like
Maybe Carlito to a little extent because he wasn't really doing much anyway. But our truth has been there for years. He's gold. He's funny. Everything he does, he hardly ever has a bad segment. Even if they give him shit, he turns it into something good.
that's what I'm saying. I totally agree with you 100%. I think it's not Triple H is getting the heat for it. Like he's only, like you said, I'm sure he gets some work, but he's just running creative. He's not, like I said, he's no longer part of the board of directors. He wasn't ever since they became part of TKO. He has not been on the board of directors. The Rock and obviously Nick Khan is, and whoever is with Endeavor. You know, you figure Triple H should be on the board of directors.
He should be, but he's not.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't want to be. He's catching all the bullshit for their decisions. He probably said, "Fuck it, I'll get it even worse if I was."
Yeah.
The only decisions he should be getting blamed for is bad booking. If the shows are not good.
Yes, I agree.
Like I said, I'm sure he does have a say in the talents that stay and go and who gets hired and fired. If he truly isn't fighting to keep these guys, like maybe he wants to keep them, and the higher ups are saying no, then if he's not fighting to keep them, then yeah, he can get shit for that too. But at the end of the day, what he really should be only catching shit for is bad storytelling, bad matches, boring shows, anything to do with show production, pretty much.
Agree.
Another entertaining wrestler is leaving the company. Even on your way out, you drop a humorous post on your situation. Many of the new talents could have learned a lot from you. They never knew what to do with you, bro. Built like a Greek god, and they never gave him a good push.
I want to bring up one point. Earlier, you say where it says boycotting WWE. Raw's going to be here tomorrow. I could go to Raw if I wanted to, but I won't because I'm voting on my wallet not to pay these ticket prices that they decided that.
That's another thing. The ticket prices are crazy. Triple H is getting blamed for that too.
Yeah, that's not Triple H. That's definitely TKO.
Yeah, like people are complaining about the ticket prices. So you know how you fight that? You don't go to the shows. When WWE starts having shows about as empty as AEW does, then they'll fucking lower the ticket prices and they'll say, "Well, we shouldn't have $45,000 fucking SummerSlam fucking weekend package. No one's buying it. We shouldn't have $10,000 B-level pay-per-view front row weekend seats. No one's buying them."
Well, some idiot wanted to pay $40,000 for that,
and that's why they're going to keep doing it, because they're seeing that no matter what prices they set, these people are paying them. There are people willing to pay these prices. Don't do it. You can make the same argument for the current video game fucking situation with the prices going up on game releases. You don't like it? Don't buy it. Some will. The only reason I will is because I enjoy the games that I want to play. But most games I'm not going to buy at $80. I'm going to get Borderlands 4 because I like it. I'm going to get Mario Kart, and I got it for $50. Why? Because I pre-ordered the bundle. I'm not paying $80 for it. I'm paying $50.
Well, the problem I have more with the ticket price, and it's not like I said, it's not the $40,000 tickets, because there's other things that's with that.
Right, but the point is, they're saying, go on.
If you're rich enough to get that, fine, whatever. But when you have to pay like $300 to $400 for nosebleeds, go fuck yourself.
Well, I mean, that's the same thing as sporting events too, really, especially in the playoffs and the championship series. But
Hold on, that's understandable. The playoffs and World Series and
Super
that
Bowl stuff.
demands that demands a higher price, honestly. But if you go to a Raw, SmackDown, WrestleMania, you could have showed up at WrestleMania for years before that for under $100. Or, dude, I paid like $60 a ticket for WrestleMania 29, and I wasn't even in the top rows either. I think I was in maybe the mid tier sections of MetLife Stadium. Yeah, mid tier for $60 at
Not bad.
WrestleMania.
Yeah,
For the
that was also another time. But
yeah,
yeah. So Kratos, what do you think of these firings? These releases by WWE. I know we've talked a little bit earlier in DMs about the R-Truth one being completely shocking, and no one's seen it coming. And you know, you agreed with me about the Carlito one, where I said that one I'm surprised didn't happen much sooner.
Yep. I'll tell you what. It all summarized in one word: criminal. Criminal firings. Criminal terminations. That's all I'll say.
TKO
Either
has
just
raised the prices on UFC too. I believe it. What's going on to Christian 179? A percentage of the blame has to go to The Rock then, right? Of course. Absolutely. Carlito left too, but he can always go to TNA and team with his cousins, the Colognes. Let's see. TKO does this with the UFC, and now they're doing it with WWE. Steve Callan says TKO hurting WWE. Absolutely. UFC is struggling to sell their tickets for pay-per-view. I will see the same happening to WWE soon. Eventually, yeah, because people are going to stop being able to afford thousands of dollars for tickets on a monthly basis.
oh yeah. That's why I'm putting my foot down. I had not been to a Raw, but I've been to 3 WrestleManias, and I've been to several SmackDowns, and I always wanted to go to Raw. Tomorrow could be my chance, but I decided not to. I'm putting my foot down and not going because these prices.
Oh, and speaking of wrestling, I do want to correct something that Casey said on his channel last week that he and I broke out into a wee bit of an argument about. AEW All In Texas is not going head to head with WWE Evolution because All In is happening the night before Evolution.
What, on Saturday?
AEW is Saturday, July 12th, and Evolution is Sunday, July 13th.
Okay, then they're going on with Saturday night's main event then. Or
oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. So they're still going head to head with WWE.
Yeah, so they're pretty much going counter counter.
Yeah, so they're still going to go up against WWE, but they're going to go up against they're going to go head to head with Goldberg's retirement match.
Yeah, that's the rumor. It's going to be on Saturday night's main event.
Ghost, what's up, man?
Oh, by the way, let's bring this up. Next Saturday, this Saturday coming up is the Money in the Bank weekend.
Right. Double main event on Casey's channel next Saturday.
Yeah, we're going to be watching. Worlds Collide and
Money in the Bank. And by the time I'm done watching about 7 hours of wrestling next Saturday, I'm probably going to want to yeet myself off a ladder.
Oh yeah. There's probably potentially we could probably forgo Worlds Collide, but I still kind of up for that. We'll see how we feel like on Saturday, you know.
Well, I'm already told you I'm game to do both. It's not like I'm doing anything next week.
Uh,
But yeah, I don't know if Kratos would be available all day, but I know I can do it. As much as I'm
let
probably
me
gonna
bring,
hate
I
myself
got
for it
work
later.
that day, so I won't be available the whole day.
uh, let me bring something up.
Hold
People
on.
want to have this would be a perfect time. WWE's getting a lot of heat now, especially with the ticket prices going crazy up.
They're getting heat
And
too. With who do they just announce that WWE's partnering with for new theme songs for Seth
Metro
Rollins?
Boomin.
Yeah,
I don't know. Some
Seth Rollins, Bianca Belair, and a couple others. And people are saying those are the theme songs that don't need to be fixed. And WWE is partnering with a rap artist to
Seth, Roll-
to make their new theme songs.
Seth Rollins does need a new theme song because it's too catchy for a heel. You do not want a catchy theme song for a heel. So he does need a new theme song. As Bianca, no. But like there are some people like Becky Lynch needs a new theme song because when they're like look at I remember when Sami Zayn turned heel, he had a new theme song, and when he turned face, he went back to the old school theme song he had from NXT and when he came up before he turned heel. And so those people is really needs a new theme song. But I want to bring something up before we move on. This is the point. If AEW wants to turn the tide and get the fans back on their side, really the time is now. Because WWE is right now is getting a lot of heat for all the tickets and all like shit like this. Like they're and the WrestleMania being pulled out from New Orleans. Like right now, they're looking bad. So hey, this is a point. AEW could turn the tide. So this is their point.
Well, WWE needs to start doing more by right to their fans. This year has been pretty bad with decision making. I gotta say.
I think a lot of the decision makings is above Triple H's head. I mean, you have The Rock comes
Yeah,
out.
we said all that already. Yeah, but Triple H is getting all the backlash for it because he's the face of the company right now with the booking and the shows. So everyone is just knows to blame Triple H when we know The Rock is there and Nick Khan and Ari Emanuel. They're the ones calling the shots.
Yeah,
TSS says NXT Great American Bash uh, is happening in the afternoon the same day as All In. So WWE is just going to go ahead. Is just going to go head to head with AEW, fucking all day.
pretty much. I was trying to. I don't remember which channel. It could be the Slow Monster, but they were bringing up point where Tony Khan was saying that WWE hadn't done this where they went head to head, and since the Jim Crockett era, where they were putting their shows against like I think it was a summer. It was a Survivor Series show that they produced for a go against a NWA show. Like they were doing some real nasty tactics against Jim Crockett. Honestly, they couldn't do that with WCW especially when WCW was kicking their ass.
Right.
Well, they also did it to TNA. Remember when the first night the TNA went head on Monday night? They WWE brought Bret Hart back to the show. It was the first time he's shown up in like 12 years, 13 years. So I mean, WWE's petty, and apparently it's running in. I thought where all those pettiness was just Vince. I mean, I'm sure people were like blaming Triple H for this too. Like, no, I'm pretty sure this is still ingrained in the company. You know?
But so the last main article I was going to cover tonight is the Switch 2. Now, with everything surrounding the Switch 2 and all the bitching and crying and everything around the Switch 2, a lot of people still want to get their hands on one. A lot of people pre-ordered one. A lot of people decided not to and think, oh, I could just get one on launch day. You very well might. So, that being said, if you decided not to pre-order or you were unfortunate and were not able to pre-order a Switch 2 on launch day, let's go over how and where you can get yourself, at least try to get your hands on a Switch 2 on launch day. So, right here. Here are the retailers selling Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day without pre-orders. If you haven't pre-ordered a Switch 2 yet, you're already missed your window, as they are sold out at every retailer here in the US. However, most places that took a pre-order for the console are also selling units on launch day, so we've gathered up all of those retailers into one handy list for you to bookmark below. So we have Target. You see here, coming soon, Nintendo Switch 2. Drops 6.5. And it's got Mario Kart World. Got the Joy-Cons and the camera. Target has announced it will not only be selling Switch 2 units on June 5th, but also select stores will be holding a special launch event to celebrate the day. The event will be from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. local time, presumably indicating Target will be skipping selling consoles at midnight. We recommend lining up early the morning of June 5th if you want to nab a console. If you miss an in-store purchase one June 5th, fear not, because Target will begin selling Switch 2 online the following day on June 6th, which we know obviously is not launch day, but it's close enough. Best Buy will be selling Switch 2. Late night store openings, Thursday 6/5 at 12 a.m. So Best Buy is doing a midnight release for the Switch 2. They will be holding midnight launches at most of its stores, and you could check out their website to find out if a Best Buy near you is doing one, where people who pre-ordered can pick up their console, but those who didn't pre-order can also purchase a Switch 2 at midnight as long as supplies last. Here's what the retailer announced. In addition to fulfilling pre-orders, most stores will have limited inventory of systems, games, and accessories for in-store purchase. Consumers will also have the chance to receive a commemorative coin. Unlike Target, Best Buy hasn't revealed its plans for online shoppers. So if you're looking to secure a Switch 2 on launch day from Best Buy, head there Wednesday evening and get in line. Costco will be selling the Switch 2, plus Mario Kart World Bundle, on June 5th. But it's unclear if actual Switch 2 units will be available in store that day or if their online listings go up that day. So keep an eye out for additional word from Costco. If you're thinking about picking up a Switch 2 from here, you should know they require a membership to shop in-store and online. The cheapest Costco membership you can purchase to buy a Switch 2 costs $65 a year plus tax. And as a Costco member, it's well worth the price. I mean, it kind of is, because you could buy a shit ton of food for cheaper. If you like buying things in bulk, like diapers, packaged food, and more. Otherwise, spending $65 just for the chance to buy a Switch 2 might be risky and not worth the additional dollars. Staples is selling the Switch 2. I did not know Staples ever sold video games.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I actually saw this one on Facebook. I was really surprised. Staples has announced select stores will have Switch 2 units for sale in store. And you can see the addresses here. The stores, so there's going to be one in Glendale, Arizona, one in Tempe. This is Arizona. These are all Arizona, the ones that are listed in this picture. So you're going to have to check Staples near you to see if you want to buy one here. Here we go. Head here for a list of all Staples stores. We can take a look at that in a second. Staples has announced select stores will have Switch 2 units for sale in store, and that inventory is expected to begin arriving as early as June 5th. The console will be available on a first-come, first-served basis, but customers will be limited to just one console purchase. Staples also says availability will vary by location and is not guaranteed on the specific date of June 5th. It will sell Switch 2 while supplies last, likely selling out soon after they hit individual stores. So let's take a look here and see which Staples stores are selling Switch 2. You have Glendale, Tempe, Phoenix, Scottsdale, Peoria, another one in Phoenix, Scottsdale. So these are all Arizona stores. You have a couple in California. You got some in California. San Juan, Napa, Pleasant Hill, San Francisco. You have a lot of them in California actually selling them. Holy shit. Connecticut, Vernon, Fairfield, Connecticut, Riverside, Connecticut, Norwich, Connecticut, Denver, Connecticut, St. Cloud, Connecticut. Then you have Georgia. So you can see not every state is even going to be selling these in their Staples stores. Then you have, I guess, ID is Idaho, I believe.
Yeah.
3 stores in Illinois, 3 Staples stores in Illinois. Then you have IN, I think is Indiana, 1 store in Indiana, 1 store in Kentucky, a few in Massachusetts. MD, Maryland. You got a few in Maryland, some in Maine. You have Michigan, Missouri, Montana, North Carolina, New Hampshire, New Jersey. All right, New Jersey, Morristown, New Jersey, North Brunswick, Jersey City's a shithole. Delran, Paramus, East Rutherford. Oh, look, my local store is going to actually have them in store. Flemington, Clifton, Cherry Hill, Hackensack, Raritan, Bloomfield, Cedar Grove, Cape May Courthouse. That's the name of the city. Riverdale, Hamilton, New Jersey, Vauxhall, Hobbs, Albuquerque, New Mexico, New York, Oklahoma.
Hold on, which part of Oklahoma, or is it just
Shawnee, Oklahoma, Ardmore, Oklahoma, Enid, Oklahoma, Yukon, and that's it. So four stores in Oklahoma.
damn?
Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, VT, I think it's Vermont, Washington State, and West Virginia. There's a lot of Staples stores across the country. Pretty much, all the states listed. Those are probably where all the Staples stores are. Nintendo stores. If you happen to live in New York City or San Francisco, the only 2 places in the U.S. with Nintendo stores, Both will be holding launch events on June 4th. Nintendo says entry to each event is first come, first serve, and it doesn't sound like it's guaranteed a console. San Francisco event begins at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. PT, and New York City event starts at 3 p.m. Eastern. Following the celebration, there will be a separate Nintendo Switch 2 shopping session at each store at 9 p.m. PT, midnight Eastern Time, which will require a Warp Pipe Pass, Nintendo says. And last but not least, Walmart will be selling it online as well. Not last but not least, you got Amazon too, I guess. Walmart is currently the big unknown. The retailer took pre-orders for the Switch 2, but it hasn't announced launch day plans for the console, so you probably should just avoid Walmart. If you pre-ordered by a specific time, Walmart is guaranteeing your Switch 2 arrives on launch day, but whether it will be selling consoles in-store or online that day remains a mystery. We're sure to update the story if we learn more about Walmart's plans. And then you have Amazon. Amazon did not take pre-orders for Switch 2, nor is the Switch 2 listed on the online retailer, so don't expect to get the console from here. So I'm actually surprised Amazon's not selling the Switch 2 at all. That is a very big surprise.
That's great.
Yeah, fuck Amazon. If you want to Switch 2, fuck Amazon. Fuck Walmart too while you're at it. Sounds like you're
The only reason they have like things available is because they've been canceling pre-orders anyway.
Sounds like, honestly, your best bet is going to be Target or Best Buy. If you want to get a Switch 2 on release day and either didn't or couldn't pre-order one, it really does sound like your best bet is going to be Target or Best Buy on June 5th.
Yep.
So, that is the story. So, Casey, I'm sure you're not planning on getting a Switch 2 anytime soon, but are you going to get one at some point?
Probably. Most unlikely. That's what I'm thinking. But right now, no, definitely not.
Here,
But in the future, yeah, sure. I mean, because I've gotten most of the Nintendo consoles when they came out. Like, I mean, not automatically. The first one I bought on day one was the Switch one. But doing the Switch 2, no, definitely not. And I know you have your pre-order.
Yeah, I got my pre-order in. Yep, I'll be going there. I'll probably be doing like a vlog style video. To pay, when I go to pay it off and then return to pick it up.
Yeah.
GameStop is doing something strange. If you pre-order the console, they're asking you to come in by 7 p.m. On June 4th to pay off your pre-order, because at the midnight release, they just want people to get in, get their console, and get out. They don't want people.
Yeah.
They don't want people holding up the lines with trade-ins and whatnot. Like me, pretty much, because I'm going to be doing some trade-ins to put towards my Switch too. So I might do a vlog style video, or I might even go live on YouTube with the midnight release, and you can see the midnight release at the store that I'll be going to. I might do that. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. I might. And then, of course, when I get home, I'll be live all night long, because when I get home, I'm going to do a live unboxing of the console, and then I'm going to set it up, and then I'm going to set it up, and then I'm going to play Mario Kart World until I have to wake my mom up for work. So I will be live all night long, probably from about.
Okay, Lionel Richie.
I'm gonna say probably from about 1:30 a.m. until 6:30 a.m. Thursday morning. So look out for that. Kratos, do you play anything outside of Xbox? I honestly don't even know.
Xbox game show is the gaming showcase is next Sunday.
Well, yeah, I know that. I want to go live for it. But what I'm saying is, what I asked is, do you play like anything outside of Xbox or no?
Not really, no.
No. Okay. Yeah. I do want to go live for that next week. So you know what? Maybe we could do another LTS episode next week and cover a couple of things I wanted to talk about tonight, and then we can do a live watch along of the Xbox showcase if you two are down with that.
We can react to it after the fact because I have to work.
Oh, you got to work. Okay.
What time is it?
I think it starts at
9
5.
a.m. Pacific, so basically.
Oh, it's 1 p.m. Eastern. Okay.
I can't do it.
So I might go live twice that day. Then I'll probably go live and do the watch along, and then we can go live again with another episode of Less Than Serious, talk about it, and a few other
On
topics.
Sunday?
Yeah, next Sunday.
Oh. Fuck. That's a lot. I mean, especially the night before. I'll do Less Than Serious, but the Xbox thing.
That's what I said. I'll do the watch along by myself, and then we could do another Less Than Serious next Sunday. Talk about a couple of topics that I left out tonight.
I'm okay with that
and whatnot, because we're already almost 2 hours in, and it's going on 12:30 a.m. I don't know how much longer you guys are willing to go tonight.
Well, unfortunately, I do have work tomorrow as well. Which really is a kick in the teeth.
Well, I'll call it. I'll call it here for tonight if that's what you guys want to do. I don't mind.
Well, I do want to talk about a little bit with the Vince McMahon deal. I mean, you had I heard Johnny Ace's.
Oh, I heard about that too. Yeah, he sold out Vince pretty much.
Yep,
he's flip-flopped more times than Big Show at this point in this entire trial situation.
He's willing to give Janelle Grant any evidence that she needs to support her case. In exchange for her dropping her case against him.
Blame, like right now, Vince, like unless he's gonna work with Vince again under this 14 and I company, I don't even see this thing ever gonna get off the launching pad, because I mean it's supposed to be a sports entertainment company, but not like wrestling, but what the fuck is it supposed to be? And the guy's almost 80 years old. Anytime this guy starts up anything in our promotion, it always dies. The only thing he was ever successful was obviously the WWE, and it was not even his baby originally. It was his granddad promotion, and he bought it off his dad. So
by using money he had pocketed during the shows, mind you, I heard as well.
Yeah, and then everything he did went down the shitter. I brought this up yesterday, how he was doing the Evel Knievel stunt that failed.
Casey, you talk. I gotta pee real quick.
And then you had the Body Federation that failed. XFL failed. And I just don't see Vince.
Yeah, the steakhouse situation failed. Yep. Remember that's WWF Steakhouse.
Are you talking about the restaurant?
No, the steakhouse in New York City.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The restaurant. Yeah. I mean, wouldn't say that really. I mean, he had that for a while. I mean,
close still.
yeah, it's still close, but it lasted a lot longer than the other things he did. But also, I was trying to bring this up yesterday. Like, he couldn't, like, even with the rumors of him wanting to buy in WWE, TKO was not going to give him. No, they're not going to sell it to him, especially when they're making so much money. The price tag went way up now, and plus, like I've been saying this, that he hates wrestling. He hates wrestling. Only reason he worked with it is because it made him so much money. It literally made him a multi-billionaire. You know, that's the only reason. But like he literally hates it. Like he hates like the term wrestling because he thinks wrestler and wrestling is frowned upon. Like all those certain words he likes to, now WWE's pretty much going back to, you can say wrestler or professional wrestling again and not get freaking your wrist slapped walking back to the stage. But I mean, but this whole thing where Vince McMahon wants to buy back the WWE, this all what I heard it came from all the way back from Jonathan Coachman said that he thought that Vince McMahon wants to buy the WWE back. Like, honestly, I think he had his fill of WWE, especially when they kicked him out the first time. He got it and got kicked out for the second time. So I think he has a bad taste in his mouth for the whole thing. But honestly, if I'm damn near 80 years old and I have billions of dollars, I'm wrapping it up. I'm gonna go enjoy my life because there's no point working. Like, I don't see this new company that has a horrible ass name ever.
It's actually an address for the original Capital Wrestling Corporation, name of the company.
It's like, why? Like, its name, good name, 14th and I. Like, it's stupid.
That was where the original CWC was, because that was the actual address for it in the DC area, apparently.
Well, maybe here's an idea: either reuse the CWC name. Well, they probably actually could. He probably couldn't. But what about this? That they don't use the Titan Sports name anymore. So, like, why couldn't he just ask WWE to buy the Titan Sports name? Because apparently it's going to be sports entertainment. Titan Sports would have been a lot better than 14th and I. So, yeah, I just think, I mean, I know we hadn't heard the last of Vince McMahon, especially with the lawsuit still ongoing. But that's another reason I don't think he wouldn't want to buy back the WWE. Like, Dave Rose was in, he's already in deep shit right there, right now. But, like,
who's in deep shit?
Well, Vince McMahon with the lawsuit.
Oh, of course he is. Now that John Laurinaitis turned on, it's going to be even bigger shit.
It's just stupid. I think people actually believe that, I want to buy back the WWE. He didn't want to sell it
He can't buy back the WWE. He's got no financial backing to do so.
He's got billions of dollars, but he doesn't have the money to buy it back from Endeavor. You know?
They're not going to sell it anyway. They're making money hand over fist. They're making more money than Vince did when he owned the company in recent years.
Exactly. So, it's stupid rumor. I can't believe people actually are like, oh, yeah, he wants to buy it back. I mean, Vince probably did tell Jonathan Coachman that, but the guy's freaking out of his mind.
He's going to be 80 years old in a couple of years, too. Exactly. Exactly. I get it.
Yeah.
That's how good.
It's just stupid. I can't believe people think he's gonna buy, especially when he has that new company that he's having. So that's how I got all I got. So, do you have any opinions about the Vince McMahon situation this week?
Not really. I could honestly care less.
Let's get the fuck out of here, dude.
Business is business. I'm just going to read this tweet real quick because it pertains to WWE TKO. WrestleMania.com says, business is business, but I feel that ever since TKO has taken over WWE, they're slowly sucking the life out of it and hell bent on making a profit at any chance they can. Slowly but surely, they will make WWE into a soulless shell of what it used to be. You mean like what Vince did?
Honestly, has the product has not been that good lately? Yes. But I think people forget about at least the last 15 to 10 years prior than the Triple H era was horrible. For 10 to 15 years, it was horrible. It was pretty much unwatchable. But we still watched it, but we were banging our head against the wall every week, every Monday and Friday. It was slowly getting worse and worse and worse until Vince got kicked out. But now it's because TKO sees dollar signs everywhere, and this whole thing started off when they were starting to put some of their PLE internationally, and they were making all those people who lives in internationally paying so much money for nosebleed seats, and they weren't doing that here yet. But that was like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, when, like I said, when they started putting some of those PLEs internationally. Now we're starting to see that here in the last few months, where these tickets are just outrageous. The only reason that these tickets are still getting sold, if you probably show up at the arena before the show's about to start, we got to get these tickets sold,
Yeah.
But I'm not going to chance it because I'm fuck it. I don't want to give them my money right now.
I don't blame you.
I'm just hoping more people do that very soon so we can start lowering down these tickets. Because I'm these are just outrageous, and you just know the years that go on, the bubble's going to burst. It's eventually going to burst. It cannot keep on going this way.
Well, when it comes crashing down, they're gonna realize, well, we can't do that again.
Yeah, or especially to keep going at it. I can understand maybe they raised the ticket prices up a little bit for WrestleMania because that's the biggest night. But now people have to choose which night to go if it's hundreds of dollars, unless you have the money to do both nights. Like I guarantee you, we probably couldn't do that back in with WrestleMania 38. But it's just crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
I ain't got nothing else.
Well, you got anything else, Kratos? You want to add on to the topics we talked about tonight?
I ain't got nothing either.
Got nothing. All right. Well, Kratos, you want to plug your shit? What you got coming out on your channel this week and whatnot? And we'll get the fuck out of here.
Well, if I were streaming right now, I would have had like a couple people probably watch me stream some Trials of Osiris and Destiny 2. I got as high as a 6-win streak in Trials this time around, which is rare even for me.
Really? All right.
Yeah, because I suck at PvP. I'll admit it.
I mean, I'm terrible at PvP too, so I don't blame you there.
I mean, you want to hear my Trials report? That's an actual app for Destiny 2 Trials report. You look up the stats of a person's for a person's PvP Trials of Osiris record. I'll look it up right here on stream. If you guys want an idea on how bad I am at like Trials of Osiris as a in lifetime stats.
I'm terrible at most games. I'm actually surprised I'm halfway decent at fucking I'm surprised I'm halfway decent at fucking Fortnite.
Well, I think with Fortnite is that they put people in certain class. Like, if I go in there, like right now, I only been on this season like once. So, like, the further you're up in the rankings, you're gonna get tied in with a lot of big time players. You know, that's gonna just wipe you out in a second.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm what you call it? I just play on ranked when I play. So I just I never bothered to go into ranked.
This is
so
like ranked. This is like ranked, but for like the sweats of ranked when it comes to like rewards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
My entire fucking like Trials of Osiris KD ratio. Want to hear it?
Go ahead.
0.32 since it came back into Destiny 2.
0.32. So that's what, one kill for every 3 deaths?
Essentially, yeah.
It could be worse.
So how are you liking
Fortnite, by the way?
What was that, Kratos?
I suck at the game.
I haven't played enough Fortnite to say I really like it. I just play it, here and there, like once in a while.
I got an idea. If you want to, I think it'd be awesome if we would we do duos together. I'll stream on my channel, stream on yours, and would. I think that'd be kind of cool.
I usually stream on Twitch, but I can see about that. I usually stream on Twitch.
Yeah, if you want to do duos or trios, I don't know if Kratos if you play Fortnite, but
I don't know.
Yeah, Casey, we could do duos one night for a couple hours, I guess.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Don't worry, I'll tune in at least.
Yeah, give it a shot. I think it'd be fun.
Yep.
But alrighty, guys. Well, let's get the fuck out of here. Casey, plug your shit. What do you have coming out this week?
Oh, I hadn't had a lot of recorded. I got one going for tomorrow. Is a Sega CD game versus a Sega 32X game. I got NBA Jam, the original for the Sega CD, versus the NBA Jam, the Tournament Edition on the 32X.
I have the original one on the Genesis.
So, on top of what I just said, I will be at the Cardinals game against the Royals this Tuesday with my younger brother.
I thought you'd be a Cardinals fan.
I am a Cardinals fan. It's Cardinals Royals.
Okay.
St. Louis versus Kansas City.
Yeah, I misheard.
The Highway 70 battle.
Yeah, that'll be something. Have fun and enjoy it. I haven't been to a ball game in fucking 12 years. Over 12 years.
I mean, last year, we took our sister-in-law, my older brother's wife, to her first baseball game for the Cardinals. That was last season, yeah. And it ended with a W. So we were happy.
Last time I went to a Yankees game, it was Yankees-Red Sox, and the fucking Yankees lost. And it was colder than ass out in fucking April.
Obviously, this Saturday, we're going to be doing a double header for both WWE shows.
Right.
Money in the Bank and Worlds Collide.
Yes, sir.
So it's going to be a long-ass Saturday.
And
but
this is
see right
channel.
There for videos is the NBA Jam versus NBA Jam Tournament Edition. So that'll be out tomorrow.
It says upcoming.
So
let's see. What's the most views you've gotten recently? 181 on Fix It Felix. 116 on Animaniacs. 223 8 days ago, Casey, on Joe Montana NFL football.
Yeah, that fucking game's horrible. That game sucks.
329 2 weeks ago on Adventures of Batman and Robin.
Yeah, my views are like all over the place, actually. They'll do good, and then they're like, I'll have some of them like 20.
Your views are doing better than mine. I can tell you that right now. You are 36 subs away from hitting the big 1,000.
Yep, I'm slow crawling up there. It's taking forever. Freaking Mr. Beast just broke 400 million subs. And he did it faster than I did. Like, I think he was at 300 million when I was at 900, and now he's at 400 million.
And all right, let's see what your lives have been up to, Casey. Last night, 185. 515 last week. Holy shit. We did pretty good last week.
Well, you know why? That's because Saturday night's main event.
Yeah, I mean, that certainly helped.
Yeah.
182. So you seem to be around the 200 mark when we're doing other stuff. Although the Backlash show we did only did 92.
Yeah, I don't know. It's what YouTube does. It's like it just... If it depends, you're like, oh, we're going to put this out today, you know? Oh, the text short is funny. Right there.
The text short? This one?
Yeah, the
intro video for Clutch. All right, let's have a listen.
Howdy, folks. Sick from Lone Star State, the one and only Texas Fire here, welcoming you to the king of the retro video game, Casey Israel Gaming and Wrestling YouTube channel. You know, there's three things I know about Casey Israel. The dude's got every video game ever made. He's got them all. Belt collector.
That's a lie.
Dude's got a wall full. 3, this is very troubling, and I hope it ain't true, but I heard that he sticks video games up his butt. God, Casey, I hope that ain't real, but either way, enjoy the review.
Was that a text face reveal? Is that the only time we've seen his face?
she texts his face every while.
That's the first time I've seen his face.
Really? I mean, many times he would. Well, I mean, dude, you
camera on half the time mostly.
Yeah, on Frank's channel, he usually has his camera on.
Oh, all right. Well, let's fuck Casey, and we'll look at my channel now. Uh, Obviously, on the upload side, I haven't uploaded anything in 2 months. That's because I mainly focus on lives, or I've been doing shorts here and there. Obviously, my live streams, because I've been very inconsistent this year, have not been all that good. You can see the Doom one here is the worst at fucking 7. This Doom one's at 5. Forza at 5. I mean, these streams have just not been good numbers wise. Like, I gotta slowly get back up to it. But if I make a YouTube short, I'll get 2,000 views on it.
Damn, man.
It actually had over 3,000. YouTube took away fucking 1,000 views, and it's really fucking annoying when they do that.
Yeah, where they adjust the numbers. I'm like,
But
there is one video I have that slowly creeps up every day. Like it's my Star Wars bundle on the Nintendo Switch. It broke over 5,000 views,
there you go.
but it slowly creeps up every day. Like there's no end. Like it's slowly going up there, but it's like nowhere near the end of the road just yet. It's not flatlining yet.
As I've said for my channel, I might go live for the midnight release. I'm actually going to ask GameStop ahead of time if they would allow me to do that before I make a fool of myself and do it. And they say, hey, you can't record in here. You got to stop. You know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will not let you, but
I mean, you see a lot of videos where freaking GameStops people record inside GameStops, but I'm gonna ask. And if they say no, they say no.
Yeah, that's all. Worst thing they could say is no.
Yep. But yeah, like I said, I might go live Wednesday night, at the midnight release, for the Switch 2, so you guys can see, what it's like with the store I'm going to. Then when I get home, it's going to be a live unboxing, which means I'm going to have to find a way to set up my webcam so I can do it, and then we'll do the Mario Kart World all
I'm
night.
jealous.
And tomorrow we're gonna hopefully finish Mario Luigi Brothership. I have one sea of islands left. I have like 4 islands left. Stellar Blade, I gotta finish. I'll probably finish that on Tuesday, and then Wednesday I already mentioned. I'm definitely gonna take Thursday off from streaming this week because I normally don't stream on Tuesdays. So I'll take off Thursday and Friday from streaming, and then Saturday we got the big day on Casey's channel, and then next Sunday we got the Xbox stream, and then I'm thinking we'll do another episode of LTS if that's what you guys are feeling like next Sunday night, because we'll have more to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? You know.
So that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Check out Derail Gaming Live, OCRP, GTA 5 roleplay videos and live streams over there on the channel. Follow me right here on Twitch and YouTube. Subscribe to both channels if you're not already. Greatly appreciate it. Follow Casey as Raw on his channel. Follow OTS Kratos on Twitch so you know when he streams. If you have Twitch Prime, don't cost you a dime. I get paid for it at the same time. Never necessary, but always appreciated. All the links are down below so you know when to go live and upload videos. And yeah, we're going to get on out of here. For Casey's Raw and MK Kratos, as always, with LTS, I am the Rose, saying, have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll see you when we see you. And when we see you, and until we see you, we'll catch your ass down the road. Shout outs to Federico Garza, Ghost 3600, It's Steve Callan, TSS2, Bam 6956. We have Christian 179. What's going on? We have Jucky. I would imagine that's how you pronounce it. It's a Rushin Chu. Good to see you in the chat. We've had someone named Steven. I wish I could figure out how to permanently block you for even giving air to this ridiculous idea of it playing Zelda. Okay, I didn't even see your comment, but I wasn't in favor of it, Mr. Steven. So, I mean, you want to block me for covering a topic that blown up? That's fine. That's your chat. Anyways, we're getting the fuck out of here. Until next time. Peace out. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll catch your ass down the road.